Have you ever wondered why some people buy from your company and others don't? Have you ever thought about why some companies seem so successful while some seem to struggle for every sale? Well, I used to think about that all the time, and if you're like me, I'm sure that it's crossed your mind as well. My name is Randy Crane, also known as the Fearless Marketer. I've been in the sales and marketing field for over 40 years. I have managed over 5,000 sales and marketing campaigns with many national brands and thriving startups, generated over 2 million sales leads, and converted over $1.5 billion in sales revenue. When I first started my business, I held the belief that putting more effort and working harder would inevitably lead to more success. I thought this was a universal truth for anyone in business. However, I soon realized that the reality was more complicated. Not only did I learn that more hours did not always mean more revenue, but I also discovered that not every potential customer would lead to a sale. You see, humans buy when they're emotionally connected, and only when they're emotionally connected. So the whole act of going out on a sales call and they're just not emotionally connected with, it's really kind of pointless. Think about it. When was the last time you bought something that you didn't want? When was the last time you bought something that you had no emotional involvement with? Even buying a loaf of bread or putting gas in your car has some emotion attached to it. How would you feel if you ran out of gas, or if there was no bread for that sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning? It's the emotions that drive our decisions. So maybe you're thinking to yourself, how do I know what emotions drive a potential customer? Let me make that easy for you. You may not know what emotions are that drive the sale, but I'm sure that you know what problems that your product or service solve. That's it. It's the problems. Everyone is emotionally connected to their problems in life. Every single person. So what problems do your product or service solve? Make a list. On one side, list the problems. On the other side, list the solutions. Now, in the sidebar, list the emotional triggers that your prospect feels before they buy and the emotions they feel after they buy. Once you know the emotions that trigger your prospect, now you can create stories that go along with those solutions. These can be from your own experiences or from the experiences of your customers, keeping in mind the emotional triggers that you previously outlined. It's those emotional triggers that really sell the story. And stories allow us to paint a picture for the prospect that contains all the details needed to make a decision. Humans love stories, especially the ones that make us feel. Let's face it, isn't that the reason you go to the movies or read a good book? Of course, we want to feel. Then, when the feeling is right, believe me, they'll buy. It's the emotions that drive our decisions. I hear it all the time, and I'm sure you've experienced this as well. Sales rep goes out to visit a potential customer, and all they talk about is the company and the product. Being in business for 20 years. We have the best customers, we have the best product, we have the best delivery, we have the best guarantee, the best people, the best price, blah, blah, blah. There is nothing emotionally connected to any of those things. They may be nice to know, but they're not going to inspire someone to buy from you. Humans don't buy products, they buy stories. And they buy stories that inspire them and emotionally connect them. It's the emotions that drive our decisions, nothing more. If this sounds like something you'd like to learn a little bit more about, or if you'd like to talk about how to emotionally drive more sales for your company, then let's schedule a call together. Click the button below and you can schedule a time with me directly. Our business is here to serve you. That's it. The success of our business is directly related to the success of yours.